And we're back. We're back. Live from Studio B, it's the Cassandra Show. And here's Cassandra.
Hello, friends. Another night of technical difficulties here. In addition to the fact that Kenny still hasn't learned how to poke the screen and actually get the thing to change. And we have no sound effects because Kenny's lost his mind over here. So at least a few sound effects would be great. I think we're live, but I'm not really sure. I'm questioning it right now, and I think you should open that door. I think for some reason, like I said, we're supposed to have like the fastest internet. Nothing against Xfinity, Comcast, but clearly the issues are the issues. You could come back in, Kenny. Leave that alone, please. Let's just stay in here and forget about it, because I don't think we're even live. All right, we're going to see if anybody comments here before we go further into anything. Because I see what the heck? I could give myself stars. Oh, I'd like to give Xfinity some stars with a big poke in the head. Yeah, so we bought a pod that was supposed to cover a lot of territory, like a bigger apartment even than what we have. And we have there's nothing blocking anything. And this is the second week. We were in P-Town last week, so that's why we weren't here. Usually Kenny gives me a nice intro, and some applause and stuff. So when we have those moments, we are trying to go back to the beginning as if nothing happened. So that's FYI for the future. I'm just telling my sidekick here that's what we should do. I don't think anybody's here. I see live on my Facebook, but I don't see anybody. So if you're here, can you pay attention to the time up there, please? Is it moving along?
Yeah, it's 5 minutes and 11 seconds.
Okay. I don't know. I think it's disconnected. Let's see. Let me know. You're here. Okay, testing. All right, my comment came up there. All right, so if you're here and you're watching us right now on the fabulous Cassandra Show, that as of 8:32 hasn't done anything tonight, thank you very much. I had a whole show planned here, but it seems like our Wi-Fi is, yeah, Kenny, please. Can you get me something to drink since I'm going to be sitting here?
Here.
Yep. And can you, I don't know. Can you mute it?
Yes.
We're in time here. But I don't know. Well, let's see. So I have a whole show planned here, but we're not gonna, well, people watch this at other times too, but not really. I think most people watch it on the night of. I just put good morning. Good. Good morning. Good morning. So if you're clicking on this later in the week and you're like, what the hell is this? Well, this is what it is. We've had huge technical difficulties because of our inconsistent Wi-Fi, which, we've been doing the show for 2 years, and before we had the faster Wi-Fi and the pod we bought to put in the hallway, we had less problems, I think. So anyway, you know what? So Kenny's gonna take this from me, thank you. And the pod we bought to put, okay, so I'm in time over here, but I don't see anybody on the show anymore because people gave up, is what I'm thinking. So if you're just joining us, we've had a rough start here. It's already 8:30. I'm going to do a shorter version of my show, and I'm just going to put it up here, and then I'm going to take it into my iMovie and edit the beginning of it out so that if people click on it, oh, there's some people.
Ron's giving you that.
Thank you. I think we're safe now, but I would like that like halfway, the door. Yeah, okay, well. So in the future, if that happens, and we all get booted out from each other, oh good, there's some people, Barb and Ron are here, so who cares about anybody else? So, yeah. Welcome to the Cassandra Show, my friends. Here we are in Studio B in Winter, Mass. And tonight, the theme, I don't want to get too heavy, but I really do feel a little heavy, and I don't mean my weight from COVID. Actually, it was before COVID, but let's not talk about that. My theme tonight is all the stuff going on, and the vibe that's in the air, like everywhere it seems. Lots of things going on that none of us are happy about. I could start with Ukraine and then go from there. I could go to, the whole reason that Black Lives Matter started, I could go to the fact that some of my transgender friends and gay friends are a little worried about things. Too many guns, maybe that would be something. Mental health issues, And really it comes down to one thing, at least for me it does, and I think for most of us it does, is that we just have to find each other's humanity, right? You have to be able to see the other in you, or you in the other, or whatever it is, right? I can't believe the news today. Oh, I can't close my eyes and make it go away. How long must we sing this song? How long we are, but at least we're practicing some songs. We did practice, kind of. Anyway, we were in P-Town last week. That was fabulous. We drove down and drove back. And like I said at the beginning of the show, it's a little heavy, but that's kind of how I feel. Sunday Bloody Sunday says a lot about a lot of things that have happened, and Keep on Rocking in the Free World talks about a lot of things, social justice, people on the streets. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. So I love this tune. One of my favorite bands is the Doobie Brothers. So this always makes me feel empowered to do the right thing and say the right thing and stand up for the other and for the right thing, so. You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised here in this living hell. You don't know my kind in your world. Very soon the tide will tell. And you telling me the things you're gonna do for me. Something So originally tonight, this whole thing's been weird. I had said maybe that we would do some Crosby, Stills, and Nash for the passing of David Crosby, and then that morphed in, obviously some Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, and we didn't really practice a lot. There was some tunes that we really wanted to cover tonight that went a little deeper than Teach Your Children Well, and what was the other one we're going to do? Wooden Ships. We want to do Wooden Ships, Carry On, their version of Woodstock, although I was going to say Dolly's version, not Dolly's, Joni Mitchell's version, which is different than Crosby, Stills, and Nash's version. Anyway, a few songs just about justice, and here's a song about a very specific incident, and this is a Neil Young tune, so I kind of went there a little bit. And if you're of a certain age, you would know what this song is based on. If you're not, this is history, so one of the things that I really think is important is knowing our history, knowing what happened, why it happened, who it happened to, in not erasing that stuff, like learning about it. I think Germany is a great example as to how they handled the teaching of the Holocaust and certain things that are against the law in Germany. You can't fly the swastika in Germany. Never forget. And you need to know your history so that you cannot forget what happens, right? So if you're of a certain age, this was a specific incident of violence brought on by our government against students on the campus of Kent State. And, I'm always drawn to singer-songwriters because I'm one myself. But I'm all about a good pop tune or a funny tune, but I really think a lot of songs that have some social significance or make you think about something or remind you of something significant are really the songs that we need to keep repeating and knowing what the story was. So, because we keep continuing to write new stories of injustices every day as human beings. So, whether you're a Christian or Muslim or a Jewish person or whether you're atheist, I think we can all get behind humanity. So I guess that's basically kind of what I wanted my show to be about tonight. And then all the Wi-Fi shit was effed up and it's like stumbly start, right? But anyway, this song's called Ohio. Tin soldiers and Nixon's coming. We're finally on our own. This summer I hear them drumming for dead in Ohio. Gotta get down to it. Soldiers are cutting us down. Should have been done long ago. What if you knew how I found her dead on the ground? How could you run when you know? La 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 la. Tin soldiers and Nixon's coming. We're finally on our own. This summer I hear them drumming for dead in Ohio. Gotta get down to it. Soldiers are gunning us down. Should have been done long ago. What if you knew her and found her dead on the ground? How could you run when you know? La 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 for dead in Ohio. For dead in Ohio. For dead in Ohio. Oh yeah, so I'm sorry, I dozed off for a minute. Oh, we're still doing a show? Yeah, we are. It's called the Cassandra Show. We're here every week. We're in our we're in our second year or third year. We've been doing this since 2020. Yeah, the pandemic has really, it's messed with my concept of time anyway. So we're probably going to wrap it up soon because, oh, well, I don't know, we don't really have to. If there's some song you'd like to hear, those of you who have joined me this evening, if you're seeing this show later, you're going to be seeing an edited version because I'm going to take it and edit out that stupid beginning part. Yeah, so I think, here, you know what, I'm going to get rid of this book. Can you do me a favor, Kenny? Could you just put that on the chair there for me?
Oh, sure.
All right. And let's, here, this goes on a little bit of a, well, not religious, but certainly talking about God. So, but I think this is an important message for any of us, you know. So for any of my atheist friends watching, it's, you know, about humanity too, I suppose, right? That's weird. And yeah, God is good. Yeah, God is good. Yeah. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus, trying to make his way home. Just trying to make his way home. Back up to heaven all alone. Nobody calling on the phone, except for the Pope maybe in just trying to make his way home. Nobody calling on the phone. What if God were one of us? Just a stranger on the bus. Joan Osborne is the one who wrote that song. I think we're still alive here. I don't know, I may have lost everybody. Oh, let's see. I think we should end with something like silly and fun, maybe. What did we do? The songs we did we do anything? Did we get a few in there, Kenny?
Well, you got 6.
6 songs. All right. Well, we really only went to from about 8:30
Yeah.
because of the stupid Wi-Fi.
Right.
Well, if you're joining us later, we may not even leave this video up. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do that. You can harmonize from there. Another Neil Young song. And next week we'll bring some David Crosby and well, I have another song I could do too. But here's Neil Young anyway. I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood, I'd cross the ocean for a heart of gold. I've been in my mind, it's such a fine line. It keeps me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. Keep me searching and I'm growing old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. I've been a miner for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Ooh, that's something wrong. Only when I use the pedal. Oh. Yeah, this piano's, I call her Boston Betty. It's the ending of that song, Kenny, I practice the lyrics. Not the lyrics. We practice the harmony together.
And
then
I
at
go
the end,
off.
he likes to give me,
Ad-lib.
throw me a little curve there, and sing the other part that I'm singing, and then he goes there, and I'm like, I gotta move to some, and then I was like, oh, screw it, just sing the melody for crying out loud. And I can see him flailing over here, you didn't see it, but he was a little like a fish, if you've ever gone fishing or seen video of a fish being thrown up on the deck, that for a minute there, you just had a panic look on your face, like he was like, oh, I'm sorry, it's okay, whatever. It's a live show, things happen, right? I saw a few other people coming in the room. Thank you for coming this week, everyone who's watching. But listen, I promised a few, well, I didn't. I mean, I was going to have a theme, and like I said, we started with we couldn't start at 8 because our Wi-Fi, it took us 25 minutes to figure that out. So we started, then we stopped, and then it threw my whole momentum off. So my whole theme tonight was peace, love, and justice, and I feel like we have to. Oh, thank you, Barbara. You're so sweet. And I have good news. I'll talk to you or text you later or tomorrow. But I talked to Denise. She called me today, and we had this amazing conversation, reconnecting. And for those of you who don't know, I have relatives that live out in California, and they passed away a couple years ago, but we didn't hear about it. I think communication, what have you. There was COVID in between, and there's the younger generations got more disconnected, even though we have more connections and ways to do it. I don't know what you're waving at, but I'm hoping it's the cat. Okay. Kenny's over here going like this towards the door, and I'm like, is it happening? Is it now? Is it happening now? I'm just kidding. Anyway, there's a lot of things to address. I actually have this piece. I don't usually pull out some of my more classical stuff or any of my more spiritually stuff, but I'm going to pull this out because I really feel like Yesterday was the International Remembrance Day of the Holocaust. And I have, even if I didn't have friends that I love and care about who are Jewish, which I do, I would still feel a kinship to the Jewish people because my history in my mother's side of the family is Armenian. And I'm pretty sure there are quite a few relatives I never got to meet who were killed by the Turkish Sultan that started this whole look at the other people, they're the ones causing the problem bullshit. And we're seeing that again, when you're hearing people like the Proud Boys say like the Jews will not replace us, that gets me up. It not only scares me, but it gets me up. And Kenny and I saw a video of a guy who was on the tarmac at an airport, I think it's maybe Seattle, I don't know, I don't want to missay it, but he was Heil Hitlering, okay, in the airport, like full on, committed to it, the whole thing. And I found it terrifying, horrifying, and I'm not a survivor or descendant of a Holocaust survivor. So I think these are things we just need to really pay attention to, because when we don't pay attention to it, that's when shit goes wrong. So this is actually a Kaddish prayer I'm going to do. It's from I used to be a church musician and music minister in the Methodist Church, and as a musician, as a young person, I was in and out of many different denominations, and was criticized for doing that by a priest of all people, shocking, that felt that what I was doing with other churches was condoning what they do, and in my simplistic little theology head, I was thinking, well, they believe in God and they're talking about love and taking care of people and stuff, isn't that the same thing? So anyway, this comes from, and I'm going to, I'm not going to do it, I can do it in the Hebrew, but I'm just going to do it in English. But this is Oseh Shalom, Shalom, peace, may the source of peace. I used to do this in my church job, especially around moments like what we're having in history and what have you. So anyway. Oh, I gotta do it then. I was transposing it. Usually, okay, I'm not transposing. Here we go. Take two. May the source of peace up above send God's peace to all the people, and let all us on the earth ever say, Amen, Amen. May God grant us peace. May God grant us peace. Peace to all the nations of the earth. May God grant us peace. May God grant us peace. May God grant us peace. And let us say Amen. Ya'aseh Shalom. Ya'aseh Shalom. Shalom Aleichem, v'chol Israel. May God grant us peace. May God grant us peace. Peace to all the nations. V'chol Israel. Ya'aseh Shalom. Ya'aseh Shalom. May God grant us peace. Beautiful piece of music from Kaddish. Kaddish is a prayer for the dead. There's a beautiful piece too, and Itzhak Perlman probably, I think, plays it. Itzhak Perlman, there was I wish I had the CD here in front of me. I didn't even think it till now. It's such a random show tonight, but anyway, here's another one. This is actually a traditional South African song, and it's called Freedom is Coming. Oh freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom. Sometimes we're lazy. You know how that goes, right? Listen, thank you so much for joining us. I'm trying to be a little multicultural this evening. I had a list, though. What did I do with it? Have you seen it, Kenny?
No.
Is it over there?
No.
Is it over there? That's not really a list, though, is it? Maybe it's not. Oh, right. That's for my that's one of my students' rep lists. I'm like, I'm doing 42nd Street. Maybe we should end with a good show tune.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Right? Okay. Thank you so much. Love your class. That was kind of classical. It's more like legit, like church. That's not even. But that piece, the Hebrew piece, is really wonderful, don't you think?
Well, yeah, yes indeed.
Okay, so I'm going to choose something that's upbeat and fun to end, and then Kenny and I will do our last little piece together. And here, hope is always a good thing too. So here's a hopeful song to end the show with this evening. Okay. Positive hope. I have a song I wrote, but I'm not going to do it tonight because it's gotten late here. And thank you if you stuck around to hear any of my tunes tonight. Thanks for joining me. A lot of times, I know you all feel the same way I do, but I like to put it out to the universe because, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. And we need to be kind to each other and take care of each other and see the humanity in each other, even if we disagree with each other. And, trust me, if you know me, you know there are some people out there that I disagree with. I wrote a whole show about it called Little King. Just, why don't you put it up there? Let's do a little advertising. Little King, everybody. Coming to a theater near you next year. Sometime, I'm not sure yet, but sometime between September and January, I'm thinking. It depends on where I can, what theater I can secure for, but it will be in New York City. And I'm very excited to announce that the guy, my friend Andrew, who's been playing Little King, you can go back to me, is graciously coming back on again. Did you hear that noise, Kenny?
Kind of, sort of.
Oh, you put up Little King and then you went away?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm just seeing it laid over here.
All right.
Kenny's getting fancy with the graphics. Oh, you know what? Give him the scrolling graphics.
That'd be.
Take the purple off.
Take the purple off.
Go to the left
go
by
to
the
the-
bills.
Oh, right. Here we go.
And here's the list I was
Dude,
looking
come on,
for. It's
just
right
what
here
the
behind my eyebrow.
fuck?
Henny, you're swearing right into
Oh, I
the.
am so sorry.
He's so sorry that he dropped the F-bomb right in your faces.
Oopsie.
Kenny's over there trying to push the things because the iPad is there and there's a lot going on there. Yeah, Songs of Justice, Peace and Equality. We should have had that up earlier. See how we are tonight? We don't know what we're doing. But Kenny's going to join me for one more song. Come on over here, lovey. Why don't you bring your phone so you have your sound effects? I think our neighbor's a little, I think he's blowing up his flat tires. On the truck, he hasn't moved in 2 years. So it feels like we're kind of in podunk territory with some of our neighbors, not those people, although our friend Carol and Caitlin and Tommy and the Anna Nicolas. But this way, it's questionable. So listen, happy trails to you. Oh my God, I can't even play while I'm talking. This is a disaster. Okay, here we go. Love you all. See you next week. Happy, ready, 1, 2, 3. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Oh dear. Happy trails to you till we meet again. At least we ended good. Thank you so much for joining us. You all rock. We'll see you next week here on the Cassandra Show. Thank you for watching.